This is the last set of tips and tricks for TNT3, so pay attention. We have a bunch of MIDI regions here, and in this TNT, I'm going to show you how to build a note gate system that will thin out the MIDI. And you might say, why? Well, I'll show you in a second, but first, listen to the whole thing. Right? It's kind of like the climax of a chase scene. Here are the high strings all by themselves. Here are the low strings. Here's some timpani. Next, we have the MIDI trumpets. And some low brass. And storm drums. These sounds, these instruments are all being triggered by MIDI notes. And in this TNT, we're going to create what is called a note gate to filter some of them out. But before we do, listen to the whole thing all together again. Now imagine you were able to go through and in real time thin this thing out and kind of perform it as though it was, well, a real orchestra. You could be the composer and the conductor all at the same time, telling people when to play and when not to play. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So instead of telling you how I'm going to do it right now, I'm just going to show you. Now I'm going to thin out the string part by moving this fader down. It's not changing the volume. It's thinning out the MIDI. Now I'll do the same thing with the low strings. Think of it as randomly adding rests into the part. Here are the trumpets. Now listen. It's kind of like I'm telling the players to leave certain notes out of the score as they're playing. So let me make a piece of music out of these complex parts. Check it out. By moving these faders, I'm dynamically altering the activity of the music. And this is all done in the environment. And like I said before, it's like being a conductor and a composer. So, how is this done? Well, it's all done by going to the environment and doing some really cool stuff, which I'm going to show you how to do in this tutorial. But first, check out this environment. Now, it looks complex, but the truth is, it's really, really simple if you know what you're doing. And you are going to know what you're doing, and I'm going to give you everything you need to know to make this environment or something similar. So keep listening and keep watching, because the next several videos are going to really open your eyes.